Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with some more origins of the scenes from The Legend of Vox Machina compared to Campaign 1 Critical Role. First off, it's Valentine's Day. I got a dozen red roses, Rose from the Golden Girls. I figured I'd wear my Golden Girls shirt. Betty White passed away recently, I feel like a month or two ago, very recently. She was old. She was old, but I loved her. I had my Golden Girls shirt already. You guys have seen this randomly thrown in the mix, but I figured what a perfect day. Valentine's Day, dozen red roses up there. You can't see it as good as I wanted to. I tried to brighten it up, but if I brighten it anymore, I get unseeable. So this first up is Yennen. We're getting comparison scenes from the Campaign 1 Critical Role scenes. I didn't see any all weekend. All weekend long, I'm waiting for comparison videos to come up. The only one I was able to do was the Doors one that Archie put up, and that was even from last batch of 3. That was from episode 6. So I thought there'd be so many comparison videos dealing with all the stuff we dealt with in episodes 7, 8, and 9. And instead, we got less than any. Or so I thought. Then I jumped on today after work. It is Monday. And there are like 5 or 6 videos up, and by the same people, but I've seen a few new ones as well. So first up is someone new, someone called Judgment Fish. I don't know, you guys might know him. You knew Archie, so maybe you guys know Judgment Fish, but they've been posting videos for the last 2 weeks, and I've never heard of him or seen him, but they put together a damn good video. They have the side-by-sides. They do it in reverse, where some people show the campaign and then the episode. They show the episode first and then show the part of the campaign that it relates to. They even show scenes that they're like, this was left completely out of the campaign or vice versa. So the only reason I know the format is because they posted so many of the scenes that I've already reacted to that other people posted. So I'm aware of their format already, which is nice because I could prepare for it. Being as I know that, the first video I'm going to watch, because I'm going to watch them in order, is dealing with Master Yennen. It seems like it's about 15 to 18 minutes long, depending on how much is actual scenes from the episode of The Legend of Vox Machina, but somewhere in the mix, they go from Yennen to a tavern to Archibald. So we're going to watch that, and then we'll talk. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited reactions, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link's at the end. If not, Critical Role Campaign 1 comparison to The Legend of Vox Machina.
You do see within the dome, there's a group of about 4 people that are all sitting, looking up to a man, an older man with a thick white mustache and receding white hair.
Oh,
his gray robe.
Is Master Yennen a man?
You recognize him. While you haven't had too much interaction, not being much of a pious man in any form of religion from your history, but you do know Keeper Yennen is the head priest of Arathis here and is currently giving...
So they gender swapped Yennen. I feel like I might have saw that in the comments, but I forgot.
Talking of, through these dark days, we must bind together as a community. We have to ensure that our livelihood and our existence is kept, and we look out for our fellow man. There is solace in the friendships and bonds we keep here, and best not to upset those that wish to keep us down.
I feel like the Master Yennen stuff is very
there will be a time in
serious
which
and to the point.
Our salvation will come, and it goes into this very kind of just rallying speech and trying to lift the spirits of those around.
But there was like 40?
4.
4. She thought there was 40.
I'm going to just walk up and start a conversation. I have a prayer to give.
Interesting.
Now,
I pray for a day to come when outside forces can rally the people of Whitestone again. That strangers may come and bring with them salvation, and that the people will seize it.
in this situation, does Percy and Yennen know themselves?
Strange confidence.
Or is he...
Look for signs. Keeper Yennen, look for signs. I'm going to hand him a piece of parchment.
So he's given clues.
What if I might ask?
Salvation? Good day to you, sir.
Act cool, act cool. Everybody act cool. Just act
We
cool.
walk south.
Close your eyes, close your eyes.
We walked out.
Because in the show, Yennen immediately knew Percy.
Yeah, as you're walking away, you hear his voice cloud after. Wait! What does this mean?
What appears dead may not necessarily be death. And that with the shadow of death over the city, perhaps there is life deep underground. Perhaps things that appeared ended and gone are perhaps continuing to this day, and may
That is
rise again.
super encryptic, but I get what he's saying. That is deep.
Give you advantage on this.
16.
Kind of nods his head slowly, looks back at the sheet. Looks back at you with a discerning look.
I feel like a 16's not too shabby in this situation.
Definitely not gonna.
Oh, not at all. You look like a dirty peasant right now. Just like takes it, like hastily closes it and folds it and puts it in a pouch.
In the show, didn't Yennen
Steps back over
immediately
and gathers
pretty much know it was
some
Percy?
Loose tea leaves. He was making himself some tea.
Obviously,
Looks
we're
up,
working with less time.
calls over one of the other worshippers and begins talking with them as you guys walk away.
Looks can be deceiving.
Look how this is done, by the way. Very nice.
Stick with the plan.
Skipping
with
the
the plan.
scenes because we've already
building.
seen
Going to go
that.
find something that's a decent distance away from the three noble households that has a reasonable view of the tree.
Yeah, 150 feet from the tree.
That would probably be somewhere in this vicinity here as the
This
three
is
main
called the
houses.
Tavern,
Something
so
with a second floor view, but with some distance.
Okay.
Preferably 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
You do manage to see what appears to be a what was once a tavern or an inn of some kind that is silent, closed. The door is locked and chained. Find your way inside the abandoned tavern, and it is what was this giant L-shaped building right here in the corner of the town square.
my God, that town
There is
is
a
big
cellar.
too. That's a lot of.
You find the cellar, and down there there are a number of empty barrels and a couple of ones that are still full. One that appears to be almost like a heavy whiskey barrel.
I feel like I might have seen
Like
this,
about
but we'll
20
keep
untouched
watching.
Wine bottles
Nice.
and a little bit of ale, but it looks like a lot of the ale was either completely used or taken with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've reacted to this in a montage, but
Explosions if we need them.
or to drink.
Muscle relaxers.
I'm not sure if I saw that. But either way, it's over. That was that really cool scene. Keyleth's Roots.
One time, Archie and I
Roots of the sun tree.
The scenes are
continue
put
to
together
burrow
so
through
well.
The ground, kind of moving the earth aside, and the tunnel just kind of opens before you, like the clay slowly melting away. And it is, wet earth. Eventually, you start getting to.
I love Keyleth doing
few
like Tai Chi
roots
over there.
under the tree. And the roots that you see, they continue past the tunnel. Like they go very, very deep into the ground.
Awesome. I'm gonna kind of clear out a little bit more area, and I'm gonna touch the roots and cast Speak with Plants.
I've seen so many dealing with this. I may have seen
More
these, so
pathetic than Aquaman's.
my bad. But we're gonna watch it because it's good to
Sorry,
recap.
Whiz, I wish I had some water.
I don't think I've seen this one, but I've seen so many dealing with the tree.
Too bad we don't have Tiberius with us with his endless water fucking.
See, I don't remember any of that. Endless water and speak to the trees or the
Go
plants.
to one of the wells and get us some water.
Matt's actually got to look something up. How dare he?
Sometimes.
That's what fish say. Hi, Aquaman.
That's what fish say.
All right. So
All they say.
Yeah, see, I don't remember any of that.
you finish. Well, you reach out and you touch the root, and you instill the force of your nature-based divine energies into the root.
Look at Sam. Looks like
Silence.
Oh no.
It's
The tree's dead.
No!
Dead.
You can bring it back.
Time to bring it back. Should I?
You can do that?
the tree is dead. I mean, I thought it was like still slightly alive or being possessed by that dark force.
The
Called plant
trees.
growth.
Huh? This I gotta see.
Archibald Desney. Oh, that's his name.
Thank the Dawn Father you're alive.
The door across the room.
Oh my
opens.
God, Matt's dressed up. Ooh, it's that episode. It's that episode where they're all dressed up.
Another enters the room. A very, very elderly man steps into his ragged robe.
So
straight on
supposedly-
his very, very thin, frail form.
I wink at him.
Archie was an old human man,
His
according to
skin
what
is
I just
dark and
read.
leathery. He's nearly hairless in his head, and his liver spots all over his scalp. One of his eyes is clouded over in white, and he kind of shimmies in very slowly.
I ask you, strangers,
Archie changed a lot.
so sure you can change the tide of this battle.
Drop seeming. Drop it.
Do I recognize this person?
As old as he may be, There is a subtle power and resonance and confidence to his voice that there's just a force of personality and conviction.
Oh, so Percy doesn't even know at this point.
This man is, or once was, a man of great power and respect.
Are there windows in the room?
There are 2 windows. They are currently shut with
Can we bring the seeming back up?
We should show him.
You, Percy, recognize this man.
Oh, so he did tell
He
him.
was once the chancellor to your father.
Oh, that's huge
And
information.
a long-respected philosopher in Whitestone known as Archibald Desney.
So Archibald is this
Archibald.
frail old man.
Archibald.
I also just read
Desney.
in the captions that Dominic Moynihan was the guy
Very
that did the
stern
voice.
and
I didn't even
crotchety at
realize.
times, but very much aided your family in holding the city together in times of strife.
I pull out Sir Carrion's notebook and I hand it to them and I say, this should be some proof that we mean what we say.
Reaches out and his long, spindly fingers kind of wrap around the tome, pull it towards him.
You bring a trinket. That is helpful. But to kill one mortal man is no feat compared to the darkness that lies in that castle. I need more than that.
Go ahead and drop it.
Drop what? They keep
Can I just drop it on one of us, or do I have to drop it on all of us?
Good question.
I'd say you could drop
they
it
keep
on
saying drop it, but I don't know what they're talking
All
about.
right, I will drop Percy's seeming.
Okay.
What is that?
There's the slamming sound as the tome he's holding hits the floor.
Hello, Archie.
Percival. Sweet Percival.
Not so sweet these days. I did not think you would have lived.
I thought you had perished in the subjugation. Percival, you have no idea the joy this brings to my heart.
And he reaches out and kind of like just touches the edge of your face like he's still in disbelief.
Your hair
And Liam's missing all this.
caught up to you as well.
It was difficult leaving.
Why would Liam step out at this moment?
But Percy, you are not the last Derolo. She lives.
She lives.
You see a smile creep across
I can't believe
his very,
Liam is still
very
gone.
tense old man face, and he kind of looks about the room with a renewed energy that wasn't there before.
My friends are strong.
With you here, Percival, we've 2 Derolo spearheading a rebellion. We have the guiding light the people need.
Look at Percy.
Who else survived?
We must succeed, Percival. If this fails, there won't be anyone else left to rise up. They're nearing their goal, according to your sister, Cassandra. We haven't much time.
So he doesn't even know?
Your sister leaves Percival.
Oh, shit!
She survived the attack and was taken as the personal assistant or slave of the Briarwoods and used as an example, a symbol of their dominance. She's been feeding us information for years, whenever she could, and she was the helping guide the last 2 attempts we've made. We've not received a letter for her in weeks now, but no,
I have chills everywhere. That was awesome.
surviving member of your family. I will talk to your people. I will talk to mine. You will have your militia. Guide us.
There's got to be a break after this. There's always a break at these.
The role of the third.
For there's the
Guide us. Vox Machina.
Wait, you know who we are? Oh, how does he know?
How does he know?
Wait, this is a woman.
Have information from all over these lands. We've had a few friends come from Iman over the past couple years. They met some dire ends,
Liam just got back.
but just don't think that we haven't heard of your exploits. Help us bring a dawn back to this land.
So that was really well done, guys. I really enjoyed that. That was Judgment Fish. If you didn't remember from the beginning, I'm going to put the original video in the description below. One of the new people I found that is doing these comparison type videos. But these are some that I've never seen. I love the format. They're doing the episode before the scene, but I feel like the breakdown is very well done. It's very clean looking. They have it in cursive. You could read everything. They give a little description of what is going on, even showing things that were in the show that were totally left out of the campaign or vice versa. If you didn't see all of the episode stuff, it's because I probably only threw in what I felt was necessary. Most of the actual The Legend of Vox Machina stuff I've reacted to multiple times, so I try to only react to and show you guys the things that are fresh. Some of this might have been repeat. I feel like some of the middle stuff might have been things I've seen, but very little. If anything, like maybe a minute or two was something I remembered from something else, but it was probably the shortest scene. The key here, though, was I never saw any of the Master Yennen stuff. They gender swapped Master Yennen. Also, the Archie stuff at the end was phenomenal. I didn't know that either. Archie was an old, frail man, a human man. He is this short dwarf that is aggressive as hell, pretty much the same age as Percy. They were childhood friends, as opposed to the Chancellor or something like that. They said he was one of Percy's father's advisors or something like that. So that was a huge difference, but he still was the one that relayed the info about Cassandra. The fact that Percy, Mr. Tal'dorei, didn't know that his sister was alive. I love seeing the reactions of them because they take this so seriously, and I love that they do, obviously, because it is the point. Him sitting there and having him told his sister is still alive, watching the shock on his face, watching him acknowledge Archibald and Yennen, knowing that he knows them, but they clearly wouldn't know him like he would. Like, he knew them when they were already adults. It's much different seeing an adult that is now an old, dying person as opposed to seeing a small child that is now an adult, because you could change a lot. But for the most part, when you're an adult, you get some wrinkles, you might gain and fluctuate in weight or something like that. But for the most part, people could see you in there somewhere. So I feel like that is a huge advantage. But obviously, Matt knows what's going on. I almost feel like he sort of slipped up in the end with the Archibald thing, because he referred to them as Vox Machina, and they're like, how did you know that? And then he's like, oh, a couple years we have people from Amon coming. I almost feel like it was probably intentional, but what was the thing that Sam cast on them? Percy's seeming? Did that give Archibald enlightenment or something? Because as soon as that happened, his eyes just opened up to everything, including knowing it was Vox Machina. So I have to assume that's why he knew them after the fact. But sometimes things happen that I don't understand. Like, he gave him Caesarian's notebook or something like that, and that was supposed to prove something, but I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know. I think I'm going to just jump into the next one because I have a couple of these I want to watch. That was the scene that was in the middle, was called The Tavern. That was the only one that I feel like I might have seen when they were describing how there was very little ale, but there was 20 bottles of wine, stuff like that. But that was also the shortest clip and probably the least important. It was just establishing a scene. I think there's one more video by Judgment Fish I'm going to watch, and then there's one by Arsqueef and another one by Dayart. So I'm going to check all those out. You guys want to see more of what I do, full-on edited reactions of all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link's in front. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!